But well, we're not done with the shape tool, and we're going to this one, the crop tool. All right. This one is used to remove the areas outside a selection. Areas outside a selection. We have the knife, the visual segment, delete, and the eraser. I'm going to teach you this one. Hopefully later in the course I'll also teach you this one, but for now, beginner, to get you ready to start working, this one is the most important. So they are saying remove the areas outside a selection. Okay, here we've selected, but it's under the pick tool. Now, what do they mean by the selection of this tool? You click it, and we're removing areas outside the selection. So let's say, man, I don't want this 3C, I only want this circle right here. Okay, you want the circle right here? Yes. Okay, go and get it. This is how we'll go and get it. This is how we go and get it. We've selected it. Now we remove everything else back here. We now have our setting, but we don't want these. So that's why maybe you can consider using, let's see if this one will work. Yep, it works. You can consider using this one. This is how this one works. I love this. I love this tool. I really love it because it's very, very useful even when you're designing a logo. Sometimes I use it. You know, things happen. So there's something. All right. Pa. Now from that to this, how amazing! Okay, I love this. I love this software. I love it. Let's just go back to our original. Back. Okay, to our original curve, and then the zoom tool. Honestly, I can be teaching you this tool. Like, it's quite useless. Man, I'm sorry. This is useless. You have the mouse, so okay, it's fine. You click it, as you can see, your item has a plus, so when you click in here, that's what happens. And then if you want to like zoom out, you come and click here, zoom in, click here, and click here. Now this is why I hate the tool, because if I want to zoom out, why can I click here and have a minus and then start like clicking on the screen? But it's always the zooming in. So it's like, you know what, I'm never going to use this tool, I'll just do this. So it's fine if you want to use it, different preferences. So yeah, this tool is actually essential in Photoshop. That's how limited other softwares can be, because you need to practically use this for some zoomings. And yeah, now this is the freehand tool. You use this to draw items, for example, freehand WW. There are some design styles that will need you to play around, like some playful things. For example, you're going with a style whereby it's like some grade 1, grade 0 illustrations, and you do this, 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 and you do that. You know, this is now a human being for you. And okay, sorry, you draw the eyes, a smile, you know, yeah, like this. Okay, now it's always best when you're using this. Okay, so there's some styles that will actually require you to do things like this. Okay, so this is where this tool comes in hand. Now we have our car right here, and this, And now when I'm getting to use these tools, that's when you will see the importance of this shape tool. Because like you can have something like this and lock in and make it to look like a perfect car. So it's even important in logo design, especially. It's this tool, one of the best. And if you see here, we also have 2-point line. This one is for like straight lines, 2-point liner. You can build shapes. You can just do like lines only. Just lines. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm connecting these things. Just wanted to see what will happen. Do lines only, like this, like this, like this, like that. See? And then let's go to another one. Don't really use this one, but as you can see, let's say I want to like draw something like an M. Yeah. It. Okay. Okay, it's hard to achieve this with the freehand tool because you are not going to be that accurate with the curves and everything. But well, okay, now we go to honestly, you won't be using this for some time. Like you don't even need to know how to use these things for you to start making money with graphic design using this tool. The pen tool, best for logos, very good. Doesn't really works almost like this one, but not really. Then this one. Most designers, they really love the pen tool, but I love this. It's easier. You can go with like a straight line and then make it a curve. Go straight. If you want to make it a point, not a curve, like you tap after that and then do this. Nice. It's really lovely. So I will be going into detail with how to use these tools so that you can access the tutorials on your spare time, not part of the course. I'm just going to put the videos on my YouTube channel, so I will be putting some links going into detail using these tools. Right now, what we want you to start freelancing, getting some money, and thanking me. I'm just playing. Okay, now where were we? Okay, we were here. So for if you realize, for other tools I didn't show you all of them. For this one I will show you the first 5 because they kind of work a little bit different, and you might want to use especially this one, you might want to use it on some designs as a beginner, so it was important. These ones is also for drawing. You can just check them on your own. I really don't like these tools. I really don't like them. Maybe this one. Where is it? Yeah, smart drawing. And this one, really, it makes like things make sense for you, right? Smart drawing, you see, it's not really straight, but it made it straight for me. And then live sketching, this one also, like these tools now, they are different from these ones. These ones are specifically for sort of like they help you come out with perfect lines. You see, live sketching, you're sketching live, but it makes things make sense for you. And then now we're moving to one of the most important tool. Let me not delete this picture. We don't know if we're going to use it. The most important tool is this one. Now, let's take a small break, breathe, and celebrate that we could tolerate this dummy guy busy explaining things. If you really like this video, which I assume you do, that's why you reached to this point, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and wait for more content. Proceed to our rectangle tool. So this tool is one of the most important tools here in Corel. Why? Because as you can see here, we have our, what we call it, artboard in this course. With this one, we have our board here, and for every design, it is important to have a foundation. By foundation, I mean we need to have a shape that will be behind our design, that will be attached to these borders. Okay, and the only tool that can do that is the rectangle tool. As you can see, we need to do something like this. Okay, but it's really not necessary to do it manually. You can always double click, and here it is. And sometimes, actually, usually you don't want these borders to be exposed in the design, so you need to kind of make them transparent, delete color of the lines, and you come here, right? So in this part, this is our colors, right? This is like the tool that I can say makes it transparent, because there won't be a color, so we can say makes it colorless. All right, so for the border, okay, let me do this for you to understand that one. So we have our color here, right? This is our color. We can see we have a border here. So if we want to delete the border line, we right click. If we are deleting the border line, we right click. If we are coloring the border line, we also right click to the color. Now, if we are deleting the fill is the color inside the shape. If we're deleting the fill, we'll left click. Okay, if we are coloring the fill, we left click again. All right, so let's delete this shape. So the rectangle tool becomes the foundation, and also we use it inside the design like this. Whatever shape you need. Oh, okay, they are actually what we call it layouts in graphic design. Okay, so yeah, this is how this rectangle tool works. So you can draw any shape you like. Okay, so this is how you can draw different shapes using the rectangle tool. And then we have what we call it the ellipse. Now the ellipse tool is simply a circle, right? It's a circle, but as you can see, as I'm drawing it, I'm not having perfect circles. So what do we do then? All right, this is how we draw we set our tool. This is how we draw a perfect circle. You click Control on your keyboard, and then left click on your mouse, and you just move your mouse like this, like this, like this, like this, and you get your perfect circle right there. All right, now, sorry. Okay, one thing about Coreldraw is really good when it comes to shapes. Look at this one. We have the polygon. Yes, we have the polygon tool. This is how it works. And as you can see, we have sort of like a triangle right here. The reason is the last time I used this tool, I wanted to draw a triangle. So we can always change the number of sides. The number of sides we want, we can always change them. Now watch this. You see, we changed to 6. So as a reminder, you remember what I said. Here we have our tools, and then here in this panel we have options to further manipulate the tool we selected. Okay, that's how the polygon tool works.